Hi everyone, my name is Filomena. Welcome to Melbourne University Sports online exercise classes. So I'm going to take you through a Pilates session today. First thing I'd like to say that if you have a known injury, please stay aware of that. So if there's anything that I'm showing and asking you to do today doesn't feel right, doesn't work for you, of course, stop. I will definitely give you lots of options anyway, so you will achieve something in that session. And yeah, just make sure you've got your towel, a little bit of water close by, stop, stretch whenever you need to, but let's make this happen. Thanks for joining me. So let's start lying down because that's the best place to start an exercise class. Going really long with the arms, palms facing each other, long with the legs, taking a big breath in, and as you exhale, we're going to pull both knees up and curl up, breath out, and long. And in. Keep going with that. I'm going to start to encourage you to move into that nice Pilates breath, which is in through the nose and exhaling through open lips. Okay, so it's probably going to be something that you might forget throughout the workout, but don't worry, I'm on it, I'll keep reminding you. So breath in through the nose and exhale as you're curling up. Good. A few more of those. And the next time you're up, stay up, keep the right knee close and stretch the left out. So we keep this high chest. Let's get back into the rhythm of that breath. In and out. In and out. Just a few more. Got the breath happening, starting to think about the lower belly, pulling that in to activate your deep core. Even out your sides, then we'll pop the feet down, head down, and rock those legs out from side to side. And we'll get the knees back up to the chest. Just going to rock a few times, get yourself up tall. Legs long, good. Take the arms out in front of you, shoulders down. Keep this tallness. Big breath in and just reach forward and you're going to move out of that. So we're not going to hold the stretch, just move in and out. Keep that going. Now if you feel that you're quite tight in the hamstrings, just soften your knees a little bit, okay? Because if you are tight there and you're trying to lengthen those legs, everything kind of gets pulled into a position that we don't want. So I want you to grow tall. So softening the knees is okay. A few more of these. Try and just take your gaze down past your toes. Nice. And then come forward if you can. Bend the knees even more. If that tightness is there. A little stretch. And then we're going to just take the heels apart. So maybe a bit wider than your hips. Beautiful. And we're going to take the arms out nice and wide. Thumbs to the ceiling. From here, grow tall once again. Try and keep the neck nice and stable. And as you exhale, twist. Breathing in, exhale. So keep that going and let me give you a few more cues. Try and really anchor the legs and that pelvis down. So we don't want lots of things rocking and rolling around. Just a little bit of movement through the spine. Definitely keep breath and try and avoid just taking your head around. Make it about your back spine and not about your neck spine. So I'm going to get you to do that for another 10 seconds. So just try and keep the pace. It's slow, you've got time to really engage with that breath. About 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. When you're ready, I'm going to just have another little stretch forward. And then we're going to head back to a lying down position. So we're going to move through some hip rolls into bridges. The feet are about hip distance apart. Make sure your head is in this position, not in this position, so a little tilt of the chin. From here, we've got what we call a hip roll. So I've got some space underneath my lower back, if you can see that. I'm going to just make that disappear by tilting the pelvis. And I'm doing that quite gently, okay? So don't slam it into the floor. So a little tilt. As this is happening, really connect with that deep core once again. And come out of it. We're going to do 3 more of these. So hip roll, exhale, release. Hip roll, exhale, release. Okay. So this now moves on. Get that little hip roll, flatten your back. Picture your tailbone. It's now going to scoop up to the ceiling and your glutes are activated and you're lifting up into what we call bridge. So a nice long hip and squeezing the glutes here and pulling the belly in. Now to get back down to earth, I don't want you to do this. Okay? We're going to move through our spine. So visualize your spine. You're moving through the middle of your back. Heading down to the top of your pants. Tailbone last to touch the floor, and you've returned to that starting position. So prepare, big breath in, hip roll, scoop the tailbone, peel your spine from the floor, lifting up, squeezing your glutes, pulling the belly in, maintain that, and down we go, moving through the spine. So this should be activating right through the back of the legs into the glutes. Breath out. So again, I'm going to get you to do about 4 more of those. So keep it going, lifting up. Make sure the breath happens. Get a nice strong connection with your glutes, with that lower belly. When you've done your 4th one, have a little rock out of those legs. So we're going to stay with the bridge. I'm going to throw some things at you to make it a little bit more challenging for the glutes. If what you just did was enough and you felt it was strong, great. Getting a workout, it's all good. We don't always have to do more and be fancy, but got a wide, diverse group of people watching, so wherever you are with your strength, make decisions for that, because I want everyone to be doing things really well. So, finish up, have that little stretch, and then we'll get back into this. So nothing changes, just keep thinking about that good glute activation and belly. So arms down, palms down, that's going to help you with a little bit of stability. And again, we've got our hip roll, and we're going to rise up. But hey, we're not going down. What we're going to attempt is to get that right foot up to the ceiling. And then we're going to drop down a little bit and press up. Drop down and press up. So not dropping too close to the floor. Going to get you to count out about 4 more of those. If it's a little strong, you can keep both feet down and do the same thing. So there's a little regression if you need to. In 3, 2, 1, move through your spine. Again, don't just collapse down. Once you're down there, have a quick little stretch out. You probably would have felt the hamstring of your grounded leg really, really working there. That was the plan. So if you need to stretch out, stretch out. Okay, when you're ready, we're going to go other side. Big breath in, hip roll, start to exhale. Get up there, make sure the hips are long. Get that other leg, the left leg up. Again, hands down, drop and press. Drop and press. Drop and press. Don't forget to breathe. In, out. In 4, 3, 2, 1, and move through your spine. Again, stretch of that hamstring if you feel the need. A rock just to release the back. Okay, so going to do that 1 more time, okay, and it will be for time. So it's going to be a 15-second drop and pulse each leg. So I'm going to get you to set yourself up. Arms by your side, palms down. Get those feet about hip distance apart. Let's hip roll now. Take that big breath in, lifting up into bridge. Get the leg in the air, the right leg, and off we go. If 15 seconds starts now. Remember to breathe. In as you drop, exhale, push. In as you drop, exhale, push. Stay with it. You're going to get there. It's 15 seconds. You've basically got 6 seconds left. Keep it going. I'm watching the clock. Going no further than 15 seconds. And foot down, move down to the floor. Quick stretch. Going to give you 15 seconds to recover. So quick stretch out and set up for the left side. So everyone, going in about 5 seconds. Right, set up and let's hip roll now. Up we go. We're holding it there. We're setting ourselves up. Time starts now. Drop and lift. So everyone's got that opposite leg in the air, I hope. Evening out the body. Good. Here we go. 5 seconds. Goes fast. 3, 2, 1, and down. Enjoy a stretch. And then both knees to your chest and just circle the knees. It's like you're massaging your tailbone into the floor. And the opposite way. And then rock, sitting up. I'm just going to have a little twist out here. And we're going to move into some standing work. Have your feet about shoulder width apart. From here, you're going to take your right foot out behind you. Your arms can be wherever you like. If you've got a tendency to get a little bit rounded in your shoulder, just bring your hands behind your back. Our focus is this leg. We're going to be hinging, okay? When that happens, this back leg will float into the air. We call this a tippy bird, so let's grow tall, focus on this grounded leg and tip forward. Take it to where you feel comfortable, and then bring yourself back, okay? Even though focus is on this back leg, don't forget about it. So it doesn't want, don't want it flopping around on you. Just lengthen it, stay connected, and rise back up. Big breath in. The arms again can be just hanging down in front of you if that works for you, and coming up. So I'm going to get you to do 3 more of those. So it'll be a total of around 5 each side. So I'm just going to change the angle of my body a little bit. Yeah. So this is the focus. Hinging, 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 and then using the glute of this leg to push me back up into this nice extended hip. So when you've done 5 that side, little shake out. You might even like to roll the ankle around a little bit, whatever you need, and then we can head to the other side. So doing those 5 each side. Making a decision where you want your hands, keeping that nice open chest, the tallness, belly activated, and when you're ready, hinge. You're probably going to discover one side of your body is a breeze and the other side maybe not so much. And that's a natural thing, okay? And also this exercise is about the strength and stability of your lower leg as well, around your ankle. So if you are feeling a little bit wobbly, it's not always just about glute and core. There are parts of your body that are part of this exercise. So just do what you can. I might also give you the option, if you are a little bit tight in your hamstrings, once you're into your bird, you can soften this knee a little bit, okay? And that might take some of the pressure off. So keep going. Let's make sure we've got 5 each side happening. And and then we're going to just mix it up, and I'm going to give you another standing leg exercise that is a little bit more about your ankle strength and stability. So 5 each side, a total of those, and then a quick drink if you need it, and then you can join me. So the next position is standing with the feet about hip distance apart. We're just going to have those arms out in front of us, palms up, grow tall and lift those heels high, and then sink back down. Breath in, exhale, tall. So what I want you to think about is front thighs. They're growing tall with you, squeezing the glutes so we don't want to be falling forward, okay, and pulling the belly in. So just crown of the head to the ceiling. The next time you're up there, we're going to go into a little squat. So don't go too deep for starters, so I really want you to keep the heels high. Sit into a little squat now, pull the belly in, and then rise back up and sink down. Okay. So again, this ankle stability might be challenging for some of you, but this is good work to do. It. Just taking your time. The depth is up to you as long as you can keep those heels high. Okay? I'm going to get you to do maybe another 10 seconds of those. So just at your own pace. That's it. If you need to stop, and again, just move those feet in a different way. I totally get it, because this is sometimes an area that doesn't get a lot of attention. So a little shake out of the arms. Good. Yeah, there's your 15 seconds. And we're going to add a little bit more to that, and we are going to add a twist. Okay, so I'm back facing you. So we're going to do all of that, but open up our arms and add rotation. So like any spinal twisting, it's about the back spine. We don't want to be just throwing our head from side to side. So trying to keep the neck spine stable. So come with me, give it a go, or just stay with the previous options. So, rising up tall, going into our little squat, open up those arms and twist. Center, twist. Keep that going. If your legs are chasing the twist, you're going to stop that. You want to keep the legs here. So let's keep going with that. So again, I'll give you another option. If you really want to work on the spine, the ankles have had enough, you can do it with a flat foot. So a few options there. So do what you can in the next 15 seconds. Keep the breath. Next 15 seconds. Nearly there, 5 seconds. Good, it's tough work being up high heel the whole time. And you are done. Come down and a little walk out, a little shake out, whatever you like. Cool. From there, we're going to head back to our mats. So it's going to give you a moment to have a little bit of a stretch out down here. Extended child's pose or a twist to each side, anything that you need. And we are moving into some 4-point work. So I'll start talking it, you can join in when you're ready. So 4-point position, so hands, knees. So we want those hands directly underneath our shoulders, and this position of shoulder is what I don't want you to be in. Pull your shoulders back, and you're going to push the floor away. So we're going to be quite activated through the upper body. Knees underneath hips. Pull the belly up. We're going into a bird dog or pointer. It's an alternate arm to leg raise. So the right arm is going to float up, the left leg is going to float up. So I take that big breath in and take the thumb to the ceiling, reach, and come back. Other side. And back. Keep it going. So what I want you to try and think about are the limbs that are left on the floor. Okay? So as those opposites float up, the arm that's left on the floor, push the floor away. Don't collapse into it. Okay? So we're trying to stay strong and activated here. With the legs, If this leg's floating up, we need to try and maintain this position and not let that hip fall out to the side. So again, thinking about the limbs that are on the floor to keep that nice alignment and a nice strong foundation as you move the limbs. So another 15 seconds of alternating. Breath out as the limbs rise, back down. Good. So about 5 seconds to go. 3, 2, quick stretch out. Maybe a roll of the wrists if that was something that was a little challenging for you as well. And when you're ready, set it up again. So, push the floor away, shoulders away, feeling strong through the upper body. So we're going to stay with one side this time and add a little extra. So, right arm, left leg, let's take it up. Keep the spine stable, make sure you're rotating through the hips. We're going to drop the limbs and lift. Exhale. Thumb to the ceiling. Keep that going. Again, 15 seconds and we're off. So think long body rather than trying to get high. Things you don't want to be doing is moving through your spine. Okay? In 3, 2, 1, quick relax. And set it up, so other side. So, left arm, right. Long, really get that push, feeling activated through this arm, and down with the limbs and up. Again, 15 seconds from now, feel that lower belly pulling in. Okay, we don't want things falling towards the floor there. Again, you've got about 5 seconds, counting you down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Quick stretch back. And just so we get that right, we're going to do it one more time. So let's set it up. And 15 seconds from now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Can we go straight into the other side? So hold that body position and time. Go for 15 seconds. Push the floor away. You're strong through each limb. Nearly there. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. Roll the wrists if you need to. Always stretching things out. Here's another nice little stretch for your forearms if they're a bit tight. Just flip the hands around and you can rock back and forward, back and forward. Just be gentle with the stretch as you're moving backwards. Nice. From there, we're laying down again. We're going to be on our sides. We're back working lower body. So come with me here, laying down. If you want to support the head, that's fine. Or you could go into a full lay down using your arm as a little pillow. We're going to keep this leg, or arm I should say, in front of us here. And bottom leg bent, top leg bent. You want to be able to see your thighs, so don't have the legs too far back. Beautiful, good. Right on my side, so I'm going to avoid falling forward or back. So we're just going to get this set up right before we actually start any movement. Cool. Alright, so once we're there, the idea is glue your heels together and we're just going to lift that leg up into our clam and back down. So the idea is to really hit this sneaky little glute that's here at our hip. Its job is to externally rotate our hip. Doesn't get a lot of work in everyday life, so this is a very effective exercise to get it nice and strong. It will then help keep our pelvis nice and stable. So I'm breathing out as we open up. So we're going to give these hip muscles a little bit more of a workout. So I'm going to get you to count out 4 more of these now. So let's go in 4. Little pause at the top. If you find you're rolling back, you've got to avoid that. So we're really stable. This is the last 2. Last 1. Come down, unglue your heels and float that leg up. We're now going to pulse up towards the ceiling. So again, you can see the knee is bent. Just work with your range. And again, if something else is moving in your body, you've got to try and restrict that. Just really isolate and make it about the hip. In 4, 3, 2, it's not over yet. We're going to stretch that leg out and draw circles, little circles. So just going in one direction for 4, 3, 2, other way. Around we go. These exercises kind of make you stop breathing, so you've got to try and keep that going. And the other way again, but a bit bigger if you can, so the leg is actually moving in front of you and out behind you, still keeping everything stable from the hips up. 3, 2, 1, let's go, other way. Hopefully you're starting to feel something happening in that sneaky little hip muscle. 4, 3, 2, and last time, pulse it into the full range. Up we go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down, bring it across, and give it a stretch. Okay, so if you've got nothing out of that, I don't know what to say. You really should be feeling something in that hip. Simple movements, and again, just body weight stuff, very effective. Okay, we have 2 legs, so we have to do it on the other side. So spinning around, don't rush into it. Let's get the setup position right. Head supported or just resting. I can see the thighs. I'm going to glue those heels together. Hand in front so I don't fall forward. I've got some good stability, and off we go into that plan. Breath out as you open. Remembering we want to open, hold for a moment, and control the down. Okay? It's not just quick and easy, so take your time. Make sure you're not falling backwards. We're really stable once again. Just 4 more of these. Breath out. Into the last 2. Okay. Alright, that is done. Unglue the heels, float that leg, and let's pulse to the ceiling. Okay, so again, play around with that upper body positioning. So try to keep a little bit of height in that leg. Good. Nearly there. In 4, 3, 2, hold it up, take that leg out, nice long leg, and draw some circles in the air. Tiny circles just for starters. It's all about that hip. In 4, 3, 2, other way. And keeping it small. You might be discovering that one side of your body is a little bit stronger than the other. Again, that is normal. Okay, and original direction, but a little bit bigger so we can get that leg behind us and in front of us without rocking through the upper body. We're nearly there. And the other way, big, 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 out behind. In 4, 3, we've got one more little bit to do after this. Let's hold it and pulse into that height. Let's go. Take it up there for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 2, and 1. Okay, that was a little bit mean of me. Let's have a stretch out. We're going to be heading onto our backs just for a little bit of specific specific core work. So once you get there, maybe it's a nice opportunity to stretch into those glute muscles. So we're just gently pulling in. Again, as we stretch, try and maintain a nice breath. And let's do that the other side. Feels good right after that last hip exercise. And coming down. All right, so from here, yes, we're laying down. We're going to get that neck and head in a nice position, so we're not stressing it out. So just a little tuck of the chin towards the chest. Keep those arms down. We're going to get these legs up into what we call tabletop. Knees directly over the hips. Going to really pull the belly in. So that is your focus here. Trying to keep the core fired up, and we're not going to be moving through the upper body. We're just going to lower a leg away from this. Exhaling as that happens. Breath in. So we're going to get you to keep that going. Going to add a little bit more to this on our second round. So again, try and keep the breath. The legs start moving. You bring your thought back to the deep core so it's staying nice and fired up. What about 10 seconds if possible? Make sure you even out your sides. Definitely if you're done, rest. Okay, better to stop with good technique than be moving into bad technique. There's the time. Feet down, a little bit of a rock out. So if you want a little bit more from this, we're going to go into an extended knee drop. Okay, so everything is exactly the same, but we alternate the long leg. It doesn't have to touch the floor. Even with the bent knee option, you don't have to go all the way to the floor. If you find that you're going really low and this happens in your back, you haven't got a stable back anymore. So you need to work with the range that allows you to maintain a stable spine, keeping the core fired up. So when you're ready, set yourself up again. Feel free to try the straight leg, but really take on those cueing points. Keep the technique really good, spot on. You don't have to do the straight leg. Okay, so big breath in, belly tight, and off we go. So the other little thing I'm going to mention that can sometimes happen, when you drop a leg, the leg that's left behind sneaks back over your belly. Okay, keep it going forward. So we want to try and avoid that. Okay, so we've got the knees directly over the hips, lock that in and just move away and back. So don't let the knee fall back over the belly. Another 15 seconds of this if you can, keep the breath. Cool. Nearly there, nearly there. Do what you can. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax. Definitely walk those legs out. Okay, so we're going to do one more exercise for the deep core. So from here, still laying down, which is great. You're going to stretch the legs out. And I'm going to get you, for starters, to take your hands behind your head. Now this can change later if you wish. So supporting the head. From here, I'm going to float my head and shoulders off, pull the belly in. Got to get that chest high so your back is nice and connected to the floor. So pulling the belly in, head supported. I'm going to maintain this nice C shape in the spine and start to alternate lifting a foot. So if you lift a foot and you lose this, I just want you to hold this, okay? The other thing is don't lift your leg up really high. It's just a little float, okay? So here we are. We're going to do about 10 seconds of this, starting now. Keep breath. Exhale, lift. You can actually see your belly, so try and keep pulling it in. In 3, 2, 1, and rest. So I really want to emphasize not pushing at your neck, okay? So when I'm lying down here, there is space between my chin and my chest. When I go up into this, that space hasn't changed. So I haven't done this, okay? That is just so awful for our necks. They hate it. We want to try and keep long. So support your head, don't press at it. If you don't have any issues with the neck and you want a little bit more, once we move back into this exercise, which is called the shallow dish, you can have your arms out in front of you or one hand behind. Okay, so we're going to do it again. I'm going to give you the next option right now if you want to try it. Remember, everything that we practice has to happen. You can go into a double leg lift and down. Double leg lift and down. So 10 seconds of this. Give the double leg a go, but remember we want to try and keep that lower back connected to the floor. So 10 seconds. Everyone starts now. Off we go. Try and keep the breath happening. That's it. Keep the breath happening. And relax. I'm going to give you a moment to stretch things out. I'm going to give you some light at the end of the tunnel. We are going to do this 2 more times and then we're pretty much done with it. Okay, so setting yourself up. Going in. 3, 2, 1. I'm going to keep my eye on that clock for you. 10 seconds. That's all I'm asking from you. Lift the chest higher if you can. Pull the belly in, don't stop breathing, and relax now. Good, 15 seconds just to recover. Only 1 more time, everyone. So, giving you that opportunity just to stretch things out. Always important between your exercises. All right, here we go, set it up. Going in, 3, 2, 1, and time starts now. Go, last time doing this exercise, it's a tough one. It's really effective on that belly. Keep those legs low, don't lift up too high, and relax. Beautiful, good. And we're down here. I'm going to get you to take your legs wider than hips. We're going to drop the legs to the side and have a stretch. So I've taken my right foot and placed it on top of the left, and I'm pressing down. That's just really opening up the hip. I can take the arms overhead and it'll just add more of a stretch down through that torso as well. So just play around with that arm addition if you wish. And then we're going to come out of that and to the other side. And back to center. Pull the knees up towards you. Just massage your tailbone into the floor. And the other way. We're going to just roll those ankles around as well. And the other way. Okay, and join me sitting up. You're going to take your right foot over the top. And then twist to the right. Put a little bit of pressure on that knee. That's just going to add to this wonderful spinal twist. And then repeat. Come back to center. Grow really tall arms out, and we're just going to take our fingertips towards the opposite wall. So let's not go down, let's grow tall and just press, and we're going to hold that. If it's a little strong on your hamstrings, soften the knees, that's all good. But try not to hunch through the back, so long, and just keep the breath. Give those hamstrings a bit of a tension. The shoulders a little bit of a roll there. Head over onto your hands and knees. We're going to sit back into our extended child's pose. I'm just going to change position quickly. What I would like you to do is once you're down there is walk both hands to the right. So you're creating a side bend. Still heavy through the chest, tailbone down. And then you can walk to the other side. bring yourself back, roll yourself up, and take your right leg out in front. So take a nice big step, push through the hips, and just hold that there. So we want to try and keep that tailbone tucked under. Again, this is gentle here. And then the other side. Big step, push through, just hold that leg. And try not to hold the breath. Take those arms out behind you, clasp the hands and just open up the chest. Bring the arms in front, pull the belly in, chin towards the chest and rounding out the back on this one. Stay high or sit back down, whatever feels comfortable, but we're just going to give the neck a gentle stretch. So heavy shoulders, let the head fall. Always gentle neck stretching. Roll to the other side. Come back to the center. We're now going to look towards the shoulder. To the center. We lift the shoulders, we roll, a few deep breaths here. Thank you for joining us here at Melbourne University Sports for our online videos. Hopefully I've given you a moment in time just to give yourself a little bit of love, a little bit of peace, a little bit of time just to be, and take care, and we'll see you very soon. Thanks everyone.